Welcome to West London Wine School blog, and today I have a very special guest with me. I've got Suzanne from Griffinwell Wines, the expert which is bringing in boutique wines and artisan wines from France. Is that how you describe it?
That's in part how I would describe it. Definitely artisanal producers trying to deliver high quality wines, but not just from France, even though that's our offer for the moment. That's proximity and things like that, and it's also where I live. But we definitely want to expand that offer to include New Zealand, South Africa, South America.
Okay, fantastic. Starting small, and you're going to grow from there.
Well, that's the goal.
Fantastic. So we're going to do one producer in 3 videos.
Yep.
The producer we're looking at is the producer which is Domaine du Rous.
Du Rous.
Du Rous. Okay, Domaine du Rous. And talk to me a bit about this producer. Why did you bring him on board? And
so this is a producer. Well, this is a producer that I bought for myself actually for many years already. He's a delightful, charming man, Catalan in fact, because this is from the Cotes du Roussillon area, which is in the southernmost part of France. In fact, it's right literally, it's the last exit on the autoroute. If you keep going, you're in Spain. So he sits on the border, and he's just very charming. He's very French, but very Catalan, I think, at the same time.
Bit of passion there, isn't it?
Very passionate about his wines. When I was there on a visit recently, he was very excited to take us through the vineyards and play around, feel the grapes, feel the vines, see everything. And he's a great, kind of very hands-on. He's been doing this forever, and his domain actually comes from his great-grandmother, who bought the land during the First World War while her husband was fighting on the front. So kind of back at a time when women didn't really make those decisions. Wow. She did, she had the vision, and now he's kind of reaping the benefits. And so are we. So.
Excellent. And in the Roussillon, is it close to the coast? Are we talking about coastal influence here?
Yeah, you definitely are going to have some Mediterranean influences, but you're also going to have equally mountain influences because he's sitting really at the start of the Pyrenees. So you're going to have some cooling influences. It's France's sunniest area, so it's hot, so you get some great ripening for the grapes.
Similar sunshine amounts as South Spain, doesn't it?
I think it does, actually. So it's quite sunny, but you've got a lot greater cooling effect there because of the ocean or the sea and because of the mountains. So
does this mean he offers he has more wines available in terms of styles, more grape varieties there, or is it mainly red still? Or
it's mainly red still for him. He has traditional southern France varieties, or a lot of varieties you would find in Spain. So in Roussillon you have some Muscat, but this is actually a Vin de Pays, yes. Yeah, wine. So, but he has a lot of traditional red varieties, Syrah, Mourvedre, that we're going to taste in a little while.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah, this is his Muscat, and this is a dry style. He also does a sweeter style, you know, some of the VDN, the Vin Naturel wines.
Absolutely, yeah. And
he certainly has a wonderful offer that we've had before, and they're delicious. But we were particularly impressed with the dry. It's crisp. A Muscat wine is something that I think a lot of people don't know. This is actually a blend of 2 different kinds of Muscat. It's Muscat Petit Grain, and the Muscat of Alexandria. So you've got a blended thing, one to give it a little more sweetness, suppleness, and roundness, and I think the other one is really that fine grape flavor.
I mean, Muscat has a massive history. It's one of the oldest grape varieties, 200 different varieties. As you said, you picked 2 of the major ones into this one. And Muscat comes from the Latin musca, meaning bees, and bees or flies, and they used to call it that because the bees and flies used to swarm to the grapes because the smell and the aroma was so pungent, and that's why they called it. And that actually comes through into the wine we have as well. Talk me through the nose on the wine on this, what we get.
Let's see, let's go through this. So right off the bat, you really get that grape, the way that the grape aroma, which Muscat is one of the, I think, varietals that does that, and then you get quite a bit of pear, I think.
Yeah, very aromatic. It almost gets that slight orangey blossom touch as well.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, it's full of that lovely, vibrant floral. It's like walking through a country garden almost. All those flowers. It's fantastic. Yeah, I love that about Muscat. And I think it's undiscovered.
I agree.
People really don't know it that well, like you said.
Well, they don't know it. They don't know it that it's dry necessarily, that can offer dry styles, and then they don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's quite aromatic, but I think with you can drink it on its own. It's lovely. It's very light and crisp, refreshing, and also if you're going to have salty snacks or nuts or something like that, I think it's lovely to with nibbles. And I think it can go well. I mean, classic dry white can go fish and
So Suzanne from
shellfish.
Griffinwell at the forefront of the Muscat revolution.
Well, I think you should try new things. You know, the wine
Absolutely.
world is big, and it's too big to
Should we
miss.
have a taste of this one? I like that. I like that a lot. Why? Light bodied, refreshing. A little bit of acidity comes through. It's not known for having a massive amount of acidity in Muscat.
But
It comes through on this one, which gives it refreshing element. Whereas people, when they smell a wine like this, they think, God, that's going to be too big on the palate. Nice and refreshing. Slightly peachy fruit coming through, and
some white peach, I think.
yeah, white peach, and the floral edges are there as well. And it's very, very drinkable. I think that's very good. I'm happy that you are starting a revolution.
Well, I hope that
big on
you'll follow us and enjoy.
Fantastic. So that's a Domaine du Rous 2008 Muscat. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Cheers.